Hello, everybody. This is Kyle Speed One coming to you again at the racetrack. Thought I'd let y'all have a small update on the shenanigans I'm up to. Just piddling and tinkering. That's all I'm doing. I've been using the leftovers, the scrap, as it were, from the racetrack scenics buildings and the fences and what have you to create more items for the racetrack, which is basically free except for my time and my labor, which, it's still free. So I guess we'll start off at this end of the track. We got a flag stand. Yeah. A Marshall stand. All that was built from, like I said, the scrap of racetrack scenics. I need to repaint some of this. Made the ladder. And the rails, the handrails, were made out of solder. Like you want to solder things together with your soldering iron. Silver solder. And I just painted them that yellow color to make them show up. But, yeah, I mean, why not? It's free, right? Okay. And this one here is a kit from Racetrack Scenics that I put together, but it was a kit. And then I have two more to show you. One of them's kind of hard to see, and I feel sorry for this fella because he's hanging out in the breeze. He's up here on the hill. And I created the undercarriage structure for it, so it's just not something stuck out there like a sore thumb. I don't know whether or not I'm going to put a shade, like a roof, like a tin roof or something like that on it or not, but on any of these. And here's the next one that I did. And it's resting on part of the mountain, and then he's got the other part. Oops. Got a ladder, much like the other one. He got a little shelf up here. He can put his drinks and cigarettes and his lighter and what have you. I don't have any people. I don't have any people. Okay? Not yet anyway. So I'm making these and putting them around the track in areas where I think would require a Marshall stand. And like I said, I built these, all three of these, that one there, this one, and Mr. Hanging Out in the Breeze, all from scrap from those Racetrack Scenic kits. So, yeah. And I have one last thing to show you, if you're patient. I had a car come in, and it's from Slotted, and it was a white kit. Well, it still is a white kit. But I have this Chaparral, which is the early model, okay? And let's see. That is MRRC is the manufacturer on that one. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there it is. Nice car. It is a nice car. Now, I did the panel lines with that Tamiya panel line paint, and I think it turned out really nice. It's amazing what a little detailing can do for a car. Now, here's the other Chaparral, and like I said, it's a white kit, and it's from Slotted. And it's a real nice kit. I'm still working on it. Get it in the light here. I'm still working on it. It's got a pod that you can adjust and what have you. You can do the same thing with the body. It's got the screws that have the shoulders on them to where you can do body float. It's got aluminum wheels. And basically I've got everything with the body that needs paint, that's going to take paint, already attached and glued together with some Testor's modeler glue. Now the driver and the cockpit area, as well as the dash and the steering wheel, they were already pre-painted, but they did give me extra pieces with a different driver and dash and steering wheel if I wanted to replace this guy, which I don't think I will. I mean, he's fine the way he is. But it's a pretty good kit. It goes together pretty good. Had to do some sanding in some certain areas where the pieces all come together. But I'll touch that up with some Tamiya putty. There we go. And I don't know if any of y'all have come across this or not. I was a little disappointed. Now, in my white kit, it's supposed to have all the pieces in order to put this thing together. And guess what's missing? The wheel inserts are missing out of the kit. Now, I bought this off of a guy on eBay, and it was all sealed. The tape was still on it. So I'm more inclined to think that when whoever had this car and was putting the pieces in the box, they weren't really paying attention to what they were doing. And, you know, it's made in China. It might have been a little old lady. It might have been a small child. It could have been an old man. It could have been anybody, you know. And what I ended up with is 3 sets of the rear wing that goes on the back of this thing, like that one. Okay? Now, they gave me 3 of those. I have a funny feeling they ran out of wheel inserts, and so they just tossed in an extra wing, which I don't need an extra wing. It already came with 2 other ones. One of them is how do I phrase this? One of them is very scale and realistic, like this one, okay? The other one is not so realistic. And it may be what they call the durable style rear wing. I'm going back with the scale one, okay? Like what is on my first car. But I really would have liked to have had my wheel inserts. It's kind of a bummer. Now I got to go back on eBay and try to find the wheel inserts for a Chaparral 2E. Now, I don't remember the designation of this one. It was, you know, the first the first Chaparral style, and this was the later one. And then they came out with a more stylish coupe, and then they came out with a totally enclosed Chaparral. You know, it was fully enclosed style. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of a bummer. Now, they did give me all the metal etch screens for putting in all the areas that takes them. They did give me those. I've got the tail lights, the mirror, the glass, these inserts here above the wheels. It came with everything else except for the wheel insert. So that's the last time I'm going to say the word wheel insert. But basically, that's what I've been up to for the last couple of days. Just kind of jazzing the track up a little bit with some homemade projects. And, yeah. Making you dizzy with me waving the camera around. Here's a couple of Formula Ones that I've got that I'll probably play with here in a little while. But other than that, that's all for now. That's the update. I'll talk to you later. Bye.